Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy 005 Dynasty. I'm back. I'm not in the building. I'm outside. Just got finished working at the JOB, but got a cool video here, and it was inspired by Platinum Baby Studio. Now, listen. I just recently found out about his channel, and the way I found out about his channel was simply it popping up on my feed on YouTube. So sometimes the algorithm can pass you a gem. They can, man. And a lot of times I won't even watch. I even have this thing where I put do not recommend because I don't want to see content creator stuff anymore. I literally do not want to see these content creators that people love. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. Somebody just left a comment on one of my videos, and it shows that the content creators, they are loved in this world, man. So hey, man, you guys, don't worry. You're comfortable. You should be comfortable where you at, because you ain't going nowhere, because you are loved. Trust me. So I'm watching Platinum Baby Studio, and the video is going over what's the difference between, like, you know, a musical producer, an engineer, and there was something else. I think he might have said beat maker. But I'm up to the part where he was talking about engineers, and I had to stop the video because I'm like, man, this guy, man, he's killing it, man. He's killing it. And this is the stuff that I grew up on. You know, I started doing music in the early 2000s. I know there's a narrative out there now saying that people who doing music in the early 2000s, they have nothing to show in 2025, which is not true. But, you know, that's the narrative, so we got to go along with it. But anyway, so when he got to the engineer part, I liked everything he was saying, but the engineer part sparked this video. So that's the only reason why I'm shouting him out, is because I believe you should give credit where credit is due, and don't take information from somebody else's video and then go make a video on your channel about it and then make it seem like you came up with the concept, and that's wrong. You know, that's wrong. I won't do that. And you know, y'all know I stopped calling out people's names in my videos because they get upset. They get really, really mad, man. Really, really mad. So I stopped. So the only reason why I'm saying his name in this video is simply because he inspired this video. So thank you for the inspiration. And when he was talking about the engineering part, right? One thing he said about the engineering part that was really, really cool is like you gotta maintain that studio session. Like you gotta run that studio session and not be afraid to say anything. Now, I just went through something like that. So last year, Legend said he wanted to do a freestyle with me, right? So, you know, Legend wrote up this freestyle, dope, and then he's like, yo, all right, we're gonna go in the studio around this time, so have your verse ready. So I go and I start writing the verse. And this is my twin brother, so I'm like, twin for life with twin Glocks. There you go, spin the block, squad up like the riot squad from Fort Rock, right? So that's like the start of the verse. So, you know, I wrote the verse, I spit the verse for Legend. He's like, oh my, he's like, this shit's crazy, son. So he was like, all right, cool, we're gonna go lay it down. So we go to the studio. Now, this is my first time recording at the studio, but Legend has done his whole project there, okay? So we get to the studio, and they're playing the beat, and they're like, who gonna go first? And I'm like, I'm starting it off. Mind you, my first time there, and it's also my first time having another audio engineer record me. Now, if you know anything about me, I just started trying to rhyme in 2020. I gave up rhyming many, many years before that when I couldn't get through a 16-bar verse. I couldn't do it. This was early, and I'm talking about like when Legend was doing his thing for real, you know what I'm saying? And when people in the streets was like, yo, it's cool, y'all twins, y'all should rhyme together. And I tried and I couldn't do it. So I did. It was that one session, that one day, and I never went back to rhyming again. So in 2020 is when I started trying to rhyme again. One, to try to impress my twin brother and let him know I can do it. I gave up once before, but I could do it again. And also because I had to get some stuff off my chest because my boss at work, the dude had me tight, son. So I started to write a rhyme to get my, instead of doing something that's going to send me off to jail, I wrote a rhyme. Anyway, so I'm in the studio, and the audio engineer, he had a magical way of working the studio that I never even seen before. He played the beat, let the beat rock for like a good almost 30 minutes. And we in there, then I get up and I start going. So I start rhyming, and I didn't notice it, but he noticed it, that my bars are coming out a little rush, and it could have just been because of the heightened sense of awareness of like, oh, I need to get this, I need to get the verse down. Like I gotta lay it down, I gotta get through the verse. And also this is Legend, I'm rhyming for Legend, you know what I mean? So it could have been pressure. I don't know what it was, you know what I'm saying? I'm just rhyming. So the engineer slowly but surely started to work his you know what I mean, his magic by saying little things like slow it down, do this, do that, you know what I'm saying? And then I wound up getting through the verse. I got through the verse, and now I pull out my phone. I start like spitting the verse on camera like I'm big and bad or whatever. And he's over there, he's mixing. But he's doing a rough mix. He's not doing a full mix. He's doing like a rough mix to get the vocals to sit right. And then I finished recording my video or whatever, and then I'm thinking like I'm done with my verse. I'm about to take the headphones off and stuff like that. And he was like, he deleted the whole shit. He deleted the whole thing. He's like, all right, I want you to do it again. Now, my everything dropped. Like, all of my insides just fell to the ground. Like, boom, I thought I was done. But you got to pick yourself back up. If you're a real artist, you have to listen and pay attention and become one with the studio session. So I had to pick myself back up emotionally and hear what he was saying. And be able to react on the fly. So he goes, spit it again. I spit it again. He was like, okay, I want you to take out this part and this part and this part. And let's go. Instantly, as soon as he said that, I had to react to his knowledge and his lesson that he was giving me, and be able to mentally do it. So, twin for life with twin Glocks. There he goes, spin the block. This part right, he said, take out. Squad up, like the riot squad from 4 Rock. So he said, squad rock, you know what I'm saying? I mean, 4 Rock. Let's see, squad rock. 4 Rock, that's what I said, 4 Rock. Never mind me, I'm tired from working. So, twin for life with twin Glocks. There he goes, spin the block. Squad up, like the riot squad from 4 Rock, right? Right. Squad up, right. So yeah, squad up, like what Stack Bundles used to say. Squad up, like that, right? But I'm like, squad up, like the riot squad from 4 Rock. Yeah, that's how I go. Okay. I'm mixing myself up now. Anyway, so he said, take out, squad up. On the fly. So now I've been practicing this verse the same way for the last, like, I want to say like 10 days before we went into the studio. So I'm rhyming in the studio off the top of my head. There's no pencil, there's no paper, there's no cell phone. I don't have the rhyme written down anymore. It's all in my head. So now I gotta go off the fly, pull out words that I've been saying religiously, repetitively for the last like 2 weeks or 10 days. I got to do it. This is what the audio engineer is suggesting. So I can get through the verse. He knows I know the verse, but to get through it in a recording manner, in a recording process, so it sounds fundamentally good. Like it sounds good. The audio engineer is doing his job, man. So do I remember the whole thing? Twin for life for twin Glocks. There he goes, spin the block. Squad up, like the riot squad from 4 Rock. Legend hit him with the rocket dog. Herbie Hancock pause, like the 2 hands on the dead clock. We been hot, coming out the oven like. And he want me to take out like garlic knots. Piss me off, son, transform like an Autobot. I'm like a rude boy screaming with the blood clot. You know what I'm saying? So there were certain words that I had to take out and then mentally remember to catch it, like catch the rhyme again. So, twin for life with twin Glocks. There he goes, spin the block. Like the riot squad from 4 Rock, but catch it on beat And you know what I'm saying? Have the cadences still down packed. My cadences. And, you know what I mean? And it has to flow. It got to flow. So I didn't want. So when he told me to take out those words, instantly, the very first time that I rhymed it and I took out the words, I got it. And we did another take just to see if it would be better. But the first take was fine. It was flawless. So just taking out those words allowed me to catch an extra breath, and then go, but still be able to hit it with those cadences. And then we just did an ad lib track, and the ad lib track, I did the fills. You know what I'm saying? Squad up like that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it was crazy. I learned something that day. You know what I'm saying? As an artist, for me, I've never been in that situation. My twin has. I've watched him in it, but when you're put in that situation yourself, it's different. That's why when I say, like, you guys need to see people putting in work, like and when I say stuff about the content creators, right, and them sitting in their room talking about product reviews and all this stuff, and, you know, all this crazy stuff on YouTube, right? And I say they're not putting in the work, but that's what I mean. If they're not putting in the work, you guys are not going to be able to see that. You guys are not going to be able to see what it really takes to make it in the music industry. Like those little things like that, like how that engineer really took the studio session and took me by, you know what I'm saying, and helped me and coached me through it. I had both headphones on. He said take off one headphone. Now, when I rhyme at home, I usually have both headphones on. But he said take off one headphone. So I took off one headphone and I was able to hear myself. So I was able to hear myself and hear the beat. So, you know what I'm saying? It was way better. The progression was better for me recording my vocals. So, man, this guy, Platinum Baby, is on point. Platinum Baby Studio is on point. He is not lying. And if you're an artist, if you are a real artist and you are really, really doing it, you will clearly understand what this man is saying. I'm talking about you will clearly get it, because you could relate back to something that has happened inside of your musical career. No matter if you did it 10 years ago or if you're doing it now. So, you know, a lot of people say, like, they talking like, and they haven't done nothing lately, or they, you know what I'm saying, they're not relevant, or whatever these YouTubers are saying. Listen, man, I was just in the studio last year recording with Legend. Now, mind you, we had more studio sessions planned and things of that nature. You know, life takes over, man. We're not young anymore, man. Life really, really takes over. But as of last year, I was in the studio putting it down. You know what I'm saying? And this year, I'm going to be back in the studio putting it down as a real artist, man. And what I'm going to try to do is record some of this stuff, because I recorded a little bit that day when I went, but not a lot. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm trying to work. You know what I mean? I'm still trying to work, and I don't have a cameraman following me. But what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to start recording some things so y'all guys can see this stuff in action, like for real, for real. And I'm not talking about like these content creators, man, but you know what? A lot of them, they're just phony people, man. They're just phony people, and you guys believe that they're real because they get online and they play the victim card, and they play like they this and they play like they that. What you're gonna see is real stuff. When I go to the studios and I start bringing the cameras, you're gonna see real people working in real world environments and how things is really done. And that's how you're gonna learn, man. That's how you're gonna learn. You gotta learn from real people doing real things, man. So I'm gonna show you guys, man. When I got chips. I gotta close up the bag of chips. When I show you guys, it's just, I'm not even looking for validation when I start showing you guys this stuff. Not in my house. I'm gonna be out and about. I'm gonna be out and about, guys. When I start showing you stuff out and about, I'm not looking for validation, but I will prove a point. Hey, you know what's going to be so crazy? Watch, mark my words. Watch your favorite content creators start copying what I'm saying. They're going to start leaving their house and going to other studios to try to prove a point. Watch. That's what they need. A lot of them need content. They need people like me talking. Because if I don't talk, they don't have nothing exciting. That's one of the reasons why they'll make the videos that they make talking about the people that are talking about the stuff that they're doing. Because it's content. It's all content, guys and girls. Don't get it twisted. At the end of the day, it's all content. They know that's views and monetization money for them. They know it's all about money for them. That's one thing I want to say to you guys. These guys are all about money. 100%, man. It's money, 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 money. And they have to manipulate you guys to fully invest and believe in them. So, yeah. Mind you, man, it's not all about money for me. I can honestly, truly sit there and say that. I work my 9-to-5 job and bust my behind. You know what I'm saying? But I will say this, though. If I was to get money from the music industry, I'm not going to say I didn't want the money. Like, I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like the money. I'm going to say, damn right I got that bread. Damn right I like that money. I'm going to spend that money, or I'm going to put it in my savings, or I'm going to give it to my kids. These content creators, they're fake, though, man. They're going to say they don't want the money. They're not doing it for the money. When they are doing it for the money. You know what I'm saying? When I went to the studio last year to record that song with my twin brother, I didn't go there to record it for money. I went there to record it out of the love of music and for me to be on the record with my twin. Like, to be on it rhyming for. That's the first record out of all the years he's been in music and I've been in music. That's the first record that me and him are rhyming together. That's the love for the game. If we was trying to put that song out for money, but we would have did it over a beat that's not sampled, first off, and we would have had it mixed down already and put it on a distributor to try to make money and say, hey, this is the first time me and my twin doing the beat, and did a whole marketing scheme and did all this stuff and yeah, go listen. No. So anyway, go and listen to Platinum Baby Studio. Subscribe to him. The guy, man, knowledge runs super duper deep in, you know what I'm saying? And he reminds me of the people that I used to go into the studio, like I would, like, when I was with Legend and I wasn't a musical producer, I was just starting out, and I definitely wasn't a rap artist, right? And I would just go with Legend. I would go with Reek the Villain, right? Go to the studios. He reminds me of the people that were in there that were the engineers, the producers. So when you walk in, they greet you. They got snacks there ready for you. How's your day? You know what I'm saying? They already got the music playing. So when you walk in, you feel like you're inside of that environment. Like, you feel like you was in your room practicing. Like, they're real producers. They're real audio engineers. And then when you sit down, they let you warm up. You could go in the booth. They even take you into the booth. They show you the booth. They be like, is this booth okay for you? Is it claustrophobic? Or they talk it to you. You know what I'm saying? Do you need a little fan on in here, a little air, something right here? Do you need a towel? Do you sweat a lot? Do you need a stand to put your paper on? You know what I'm saying? So if you're rhyming off of paper, like, tell me what you need. You know what I'm saying? They're catering to you because you're putting your heart and soul into this music that you created. That's a producer, man. That's an audio engineer. This guy knows what he's saying. I lived it, man. I've seen it, man. So, yeah, man. Yeah. This guy is the truth, man. And he should be the one with 200,000 YouTube subscribers, 300,000 YouTube subscribers. You guys are giving your attention to the wrong people because of popularity and fame. Because somebody got a placement and they got a record that had charted on billboards. You guys are magically blinded and love these people, man. instead of listening to the people who are the real audio engineers and producers and beat makers and just musicians and just artists in general. This your boy 005 Dynasty. You know what you could do. You can hit me up on Google if you want, and you can follow me. You know what I'm saying? You can follow me on Google, actually. Yes, you can. You can follow me, especially if you do it through the Google app. You got the Google app on your phone, you can follow me on Google and see what I'm doing. It has the follow button. You can follow me on Instagram if you want to, and you can follow me on YouTube if you want to. But I'm not going to do content creation style videos just to earn a like and to earn follows. I'm not going to do that, man. I don't care who has built their career up doing that, and they're saying like, oh, people are hating on them and trying to get clout off of them. No. The fact that people can't take real men speaking up and saying something about them shows something about them. That's what happens when real men speak, man. And they don't put up with the fake and the buffoonery that happens. These people are fake, and I'll continue to say it, man, because they're not going to change their ways. They're fake, man. Phony. Anyway, let me get up out of here. I'll check you guys on the next one.